live today at F.Y.I Dance Club. We're down at Spotlight Studios, and when I say we, I obviously just mean me, all by myself. So you're very welcome to this. Is a sample brain grooves class that I work on a Monday with my adults. Now, brain grooves really came across as a schools program, as a way of helping children develop both the right side and left side of the brain. But I really see the importance of grown-ups doing this as well. So we tend to really focus on making sure our kids are getting the best education, but we need to make sure that we don't just stop learning at one particular time in our lives, but we keep on learning throughout our life. So I hope you can hear me. Thank you for tuning in today. Oh, hey, say hi to Gracie for me. Say hi to Gracie for me. What I really want to do is show you what this class is. Oh, hi Helena, thank you for joining me today. And I hope you're all going to dance with me. I hope you're not just going to watch me today, but you're actually going to dance with me. So give us a thumbs up if you're actually going to come along and dance with me today. So I'm wearing my Use It or Lose It t-shirt today because I am absolutely obsessed with brains. I love dance, but I absolutely am obsessed with brain and brain development. So I want to make sure I reach as many people as possible to let them know just all these myths, debunk all these myths like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, or that your brain stops developing at a certain age. It really doesn't. But what tends to happen is that when we get into our adult stage of life, we just tend to not work it as much as kids work it. So your kids will tell you that they're working their brains all day with new learning. But as we become adults, we kind of get to do our own thing and we don't have as much new learning, or we can tend to kind of move away from new learning. So my whole plan with the Brain Grooves program is it's a really efficient way to get that brain boost. So we're talking 30 minutes once a week, and then of course if you want to go ninja on it, you can then get the recordings, because it's a Zoom class. I supply the recordings after class, so you can do the class again at any time that you like. And the more times that you do it, the more the neural pathways are forming, and then the better your brain hemispheres are starting to work. So it's a really efficient way. Of course, there's lots of different ways you can work your brain. This is my particular way that I love to do it because it's so much fun. And I find I am much more likely to do things if it is fun. And I just find dancing and moving to music is a great way to de-stress, relax, increase my happiness and my joy levels, and also get the energy flowing through my body. They also say that aerobic exercise, so that's anything that raises your heartbeat, is the best thing that you can do for your memory. And I know a lot of people talk about when they have children, they have baby brain, and I sort of had that myself, but you can actually then rework the brain back to work even better than ever before. So that's really what I'm hoping that you're going to get a bit of a feel for today is, number one, I want you to feel joy. So I just want you to feel so much joy while we're doing this class. Number two, I want you to feel your brain working, so there will be challenges in it. This is what we call the brain boost or the brain sequence. As part of the Brain Boost program, I also supply a weekly brain booster video, and this is something from the Simple Physical Literacy or Brain Gym programs that will just give you a challenge throughout the week. So another way of developing your fitness and your brain fitness. So that video comes with the pack as well. And as well, anybody who enrolls in next Monday's set of 6 weeks will also get recordings from module 1 and 2. So you can literally have a rotation, have this part of your little daily schedule of doing a different part of the class for each day. So what we have at the beginning is we have our 1, 2, 3, let's get ready. So this is getting our body and brain, our state ready for new learning. So if we are not in a state of new learning, then it can be a bit difficult. We can almost resist the new learning, and that means we're getting in our own way. So 1, 2, 3 means we just get ourselves ready. Then we move into the brainy warm-up, and we're going to be developing more on the official Simple Physical Literacy brainy warm-up in this module coming this week. And then we have some sort of brain booster. Then we learn some foundation steps, and these foundation steps can actually be found in a handy playlist over on YouTube on the F.Y.I Dance Club page called 28 Moves in 28 Days. And this is literally what I've built the Brain Grooves program around, so that you can actually learn the moves and then you can use them in class as well. And then we started to add in a little challenge of a dance routine there in module 2. We added in a bit of a dance routine because it makes us use our memory recall. So all these little brain activities all come together to complete the Brain Grooves program. And super exciting, I have just about finished my online schools program, so that should be launching this weekend. So I'm so excited because, of course, as you know, I haven't been able to get into the schools this year. So I got to do a couple of outdoor classes there back in September, but because we have not had any indoor coaches in the schools, so I created the program online. So keep an eye out for that to get into your schools as well. But now let's talk about you. Right, so grown-ups, are you ready? Of course, you can have your kids with you. Everybody can benefit from this movement. But as I said, it's super efficient. It's a really, really, like, you can go running, you can go walking, but this is your brain time. This is the time that keeps your brain and body fit. And they do say that your brain deteriorations can start in your 30s and your 40s, but it might not show up till your 60s, till you start falling over, and that's a sign that your vestibular is going, and that's their brain deterioration. Or you might see it as brain fog, or can't remember people's names, and you just put it down to aging. Well, we can debunk that now, because if you just do these simple exercises, you can keep your brain sharp and have more quality of life and add more life to your years. And that's what I am all about. So let's start off at 1, 2, 3. Let's get ready. Number 1, water. So I will go get mine. You got to drink your water. So your water, a drop in even 1% of your hydration levels can actually affect your cognitive function. But as grown-ups, me included, we tend to go, I'm feeling a bit tired, I'll have a cup of coffee. And don't get me wrong, I love my coffee, but I know any more than 1 or 2 cups a day and it's going to affect my sleep at night. But we'll talk about sleep another time. So now we're just talking for water. So do have a drink of water, because that will just help get all those electrical currents in your brain moving a lot quicker as well. So 1 is drink your water. Number 2, we got to let go of whatever's going on. If we have racing thoughts, we're going to be a little bit scattered, so we're going to ground ourselves with some neck rolls. This is a brain gym activity, which is brilliant for the schools for audio processing and voice resonance. So very simply, all you do is breathe in through your nose, breathe out and look at your toes. Take a quarter roll and breathe out as you look at your toes again. Breathe in again. So what we're doing here is we're stretching all these, what we call these tension muscles. And a tense body is a tense mind. So the more we can get our body to relax, the more our brain will relax. And we find we learn in a much better situation when we are relaxed. And then just breathe in one more time and just stay on this side and breathe out. Breathe in as you go to the other side. And breathe out. And back to center. Lift your head up, and hopefully you're already feeling a little bit more connected to your body through your breath, and then also a little bit more relaxed. Okay, number 3 is balance for focus. So did you know your ability to balance is directly connected to your ability to focus? So if you have a little bit of a wobbly balance, then what we can do is you can just find one point to stare at, and just quieten your mind and hold that balance. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, we're going to use our breath, and we're going to lift our arms up, keeping the leg there. And then as you breathe out, you're going to hold the leg there. And then see if you can take another slow breath in. And don't worry if you have to put your foot down, just recenter yourself. And all the way back down. This time you can bring your leg down. Now, we have 2 sides of the body, so we have 2 sides to work. We also have 2 sides of the brain. This is what makes dance so powerful. It's because we're constantly using both sides of our body, so we're really activating both sides of our brain. And even better than that, a lot of our dance moves are cross-lateral moves, which means we're maturing up the corpus callosum as well. Breathe out as you bring your leg down, which helps right and left side of the brain communicate together. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now we're ready. So drinking water, neck rolls to relax and focus, and then balance to really, really tie in that focus for new learning. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to just do a warm-up we've been working on in the last couple of modules, and this is just called Let the Energy Flow, and just it consists of ankle rolls, so you can do this with me now. And then changing direction. So what can happen is the energy can become locked in our different joints and makes us very rigid. Like if you think about, like as you get older, you just kind of get this idea of everything becomes a little bit more contracted. Well, what we want to do is we want to stay expanded. We want to stay strong and tall. So when you start to get locked and tense, and remember, when your body gets tense, your brain is also becoming a lot more tense and closed off to the opportunities around you and the more flexible ideas, or what they're terming like growth mindset. So this is a really important thing we're teaching our students at the moment about resilience and growth mindset. So try the other ankle now. So all we're doing is we're just releasing out any tension stuck in these joints. And then reverse it. And then we just set it down and go into the wrists. So round and round, and remember to change direction. We'll go a little bit more into this with the music, just showing you the moves that are coming up. From there, we're just going to go into our shoulder rolls, just to really open out and loosen out those chest muscles. So I don't know about you, I carry a lot of tension in my shoulders, so all these exercises help you loosen out your shoulders and let go of your tension. From here, we're going to go into our set of brainy activities. These are all our cross-lateral moves. So when we take our right side to the left and the left side to the right, we're also sending messages across our brain, which is going to mature up the connection between the two hemispheres. So this is just simply a hug and wrap. So as you hug, one arm goes low and one arm comes high. So this is what it looks like here to the front. But what we're also going to do is we're going to twist as well. Now be careful if you're not used to twisting, but this is a very important move to also do with our body that we stop doing as we get older. Just twisting, oh, twinging in my back. But if you keep it supple at the beginning, then you're more likely to have it nice and loose for the rest of your life. Okay, so just take it at your own point. There's more going into that. I just don't have time to go into the full explanation of that move, but just take it as a cross-lateral move for the moment. The second one is what we call the elbow hackers. So you're taking this position here, this right ankle position here, and you're connecting it across. Now here you want to make sure that you're really pulled up, because we do a little bit on body language as well in the class, and how we move our body directly tells our brain how we think about ourselves and about the world around us. So if you just check yourself now, as you're doing this move, have you got your arms really, really close to your body? This can really give the message to your brain that you're quite fearful and that you're quite a closed person. So if we just manipulate our body to make big moves, then you really have to get outside your comfort zone. And then once you stretch yourself outside your comfort zone, that becomes your new comfort. And then you stretch again, and then you stretch again, and then you stretch again. And that's how you continue to grow throughout life, so we're not contracting. So you want to keep expanding. Again, I've more on that, but we don't have enough time to go into it. Next, we're going to do another balance, but this is our brain gym activity, the cross crawl. So the right hand goes to the left, so you can test your balance here, but also know that we're doing a cross lateral. If all you did was this brain gym activity for your whole life, you would really keep the juices flowing in your brain. So this is a really, really important one. The cross crawl goes all the way back to infancy. Before a child learned how to walk, they had to learn how to crawl so that they could really develop up the brain patterns. Okay, so that will just take that as our let the energy flow warm up, and I think we shall try that. Are you ready for music? Give me some thumbs up. Everybody who's watching today, are you ready for some music? I think we are. Even if you don't give me the thumbs up, we will do it anyway. Right, so hopefully you can hear the music. So I have a microphone that's set up to be able to, so you can hear my voice and the music. So keep your fingers crossed for me, please, that you can hear the music and just follow along. So I will do the moves and instruct while you do them, but do get moving so you get the real feeling of how this whole program works. Okay, here we go. Okay, hopefully you can hear that. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Ready? Transfer and round. At your own speed. 6, 7, change direction and 1. Take it easy, go at your own speed. 5, 6, 7, place and change and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and reverse it and 1. How do those ankles feel? Mine feel good. Wrists. So round you go. So just going around. Change direction. Right shoulders. Roll. And singles. Change sides. Ready, stretch your arms out and advance. Let's slow it down and stretch. Rock, stretch, rock. Elbows, elbows. Strong and far away from your body, stretch. Now switch side to side. Crossing the midline. Okay, right hand. Hold, breathe in. Change sides. Hold, where's your focus? On the beat we go, right. 5, 6, 7, and again we go. 5, 6, ready for a breathe in, and breathe in. Right, now reach forward for your toes, bend your knees. Roll up. Lift those shoulders. Breathe in again. Reach forward. And bend. Roll up slowly, all the way up through each vertebrae. Stacking one on top of the other. Lift your shoulders, 1 roll. Lift your head, 2 roll. And come back. Okay, so hopefully at this point you can feel your heartbeat is starting to raise, which means we're working our memory centers. So get your blood flowing to really keep that brain healthy. Okay, the next stage, probably my favorite because it's a little bit challenging, but it is the brain sequence or the brain booster. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work on the simple physical literacy brain sequence number 1. Now you can find all the movement program, the simple physical literacy stuff on simplephysicalliteracy.com. So there's a whole training program there, so you can train in that physical literacy as well if you're a school teacher or you work with children or young adults, anybody who needs a movement program to develop up their learning really. So that's a really good one to look at and one that I've trained with. Okay, so for our brain sequence, it's a movement pattern that we have to remember, so memory recall, and then we reverse it. So again, we're working our muscles again, and then we're going to stick in the cross crawl. So very simply, this is one we worked on in module 1, and very simply it goes, you lift your right arm, close it down, here's your balance again, right leg just about 45 degrees, and close, left leg, and close, and arm. And close. So as you can see, we've worked the 4 quarters of the body, so really good for strengthening the posture muscles. Remember, when your posture muscles are strong, you have more room to take deeper breaths, which means you have more energy. Awesome. Okay, can you remember what that was, but backwards? So what did we just finish with? The left arm. What did we go to then? Left leg. Then we went to right leg, and then we went to right arm. Now don't worry, I don't expect anybody to remember that first time round, but it's why we develop on over a 6-week program. Okay, so the second part of that is we're going to do a lift together. Now this one has to coordinate, but what you find is you have to move your arm twice as fast as your leg because your arm is going twice the distance. And then close and arm and leg. But what you want to check here in your strength is that you don't compensate by tilting. You want to be able to keep your body reaching upwards as you lift. Ooh, I nearly fell over. So that is brain sequence 1. Again, I don't normally teach this fast, but I'm trying to cram as much into this 30 minutes to really give you a taste for the program. And you can go back, I will upload this video, so you can go back over this time and time again, and you can, every time that you do it, you'll find something new that you missed the first time. Also, I know I talk very fast, so I am trying to work on slowing that down, but I have so much to fit in. Okay, then we're just going to go into our cross crawl because we've done that already in the warm-up, so that's a nice recap there, so spaced repetition. Okay, and then we'll go back and do it again. So that's just one idea of a brain boost that we do in class, but then as part of the Brain Grooves program that I do with adults on a Monday on Zoom at 12:30, and at 12:30 doesn't suit because you're working or whatever, then you can access the recordings at any time. But what I do additional to that is I record a brain booster, and you can use this with your children, you can use this with your parents, you can use this with anybody, and obviously yourself, to really keep those challenges going and those new learning. So it's said that you need to do about 15 minutes of new learning every day to keep your brain working on full speed. So the brain booster can be those 15 minutes. Usually they're about 5 minutes, but then you can practice then afterwards. Okay, so we've got right, arm, right leg, left leg, and then left arm. Reverse it, left arm, left leg, right leg, and then right arm. Then arm and leg together. We're going to call this puppet because if you imagine they're attached by a string. So puppet on the right side, puppet on the left, left side again, and then back to the right, then right to left, left to right, right to left, and so on and so forth. But of course we're going to do it with the music because that was what makes it so much more fun. Okay, so brain booster or brain sequence from the Simple Physical Literacy program with included brain gym cross crawl. Okay, with the music, make sure you have a drink of water before we start because this is a lot of brain heavy work. So get your drink. Ready? So we're going to go arm first, then your leg, how'd you balance? Other leg, center gravity, and lift. Change it back. Then your leg, other leg, then your arm. Now together, right side and close, left side and close, reverse it back. Now finish with a cross crawl, right to left. Ready? Ready, start again. We go. Arm, leg, leg, arm, arm, leg, leg. Now slow it down. Hold. Hold. Reverse it. Cross crawl and right to left, left to right. Okay, take a breath in, little interlude. Shake it out. And again. Ready? Here we go. Arm, leg, leg, arm, arm, leg, leg. Now really hold it. Hold and close. Strengthen up those abdominals. Reverse it. Now cross crawl. Right to left. Let's try our cross crawl balance. Right to left. Hold it there. And left to right, hold it there. On the beat, right to left. Hopefully you should be feeling a flow by now. Ready? Let's start it again. And we go. Arm, leg, leg, arm. Reverse it. Arm, leg, leg. Now speed this up. Right side, left, left side, and right. Cross crawl. Right to left. Straight into it. Are you ready? Let's start again. Arm, leg, leg, arm, arm, leg, leg, arm. We go. Right side, left side, right, and out. Ready? We'll fit in one more. Ready? Here we go. And arm, leg, leg, arm, arm, leg, leg. Let's hold it and a hold. Hold. Cross crawl. 1, 2. Okay, what about a faster cross crawl? Let's speed that up. So you've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath in. 1. Shake it out. Breathe in. Shake it out. Okay, one stop breath in. Slow breath out. And well done. All right. So So hopefully you can feel the strength in your abdominals when you're lifting those legs. You really have to work the strength in your core there. And remember, the core muscles are so important to carry you tall and proud through life. So really work those posture muscles. Okay, so at this part now we go into learning some foundation steps. Now the foundation steps are what we build our routines on. And remember, it's repetition is key. Just like when kids are learning how to draw or learn the alphabet, they have to go over and over and over again. If you don't get a move first time, you just don't walk off and go, well, I can't do it. That is a challenge. So when you can't do something first time, you should be celebrating that, because that means you've got something to work towards, a goal to work towards. So if you go onto the F.Y.I. Dance Club YouTube page, you'll find a playlist called 28 Moves. Now, you can get the music version of it. It will be available on Patreon over the course of the weekend, so watch out this page and I'll get more information on that soon. But for the moment, you've got your basic 28 moves, and you can follow those so that you can get them into your muscle memory. So we're going to use a couple of those. The first one we're going to use is a two-step, which basically goes step and join, step and join, step and join, step and join. So just a basic two-step. Of course, you can put a little bit of style into it. You can put a clap into it. You can put those clicks. You gotta love those clicks. So our two-step. So that's the first move. And for this class, what we're going to do is we're going to learn 4 moves. And what we tend to do over a module is we tend to learn maybe 3 or 4 moves each week, and then recap them and build them. So it's that spaced repetition. Just like teachers give homework, it's a spaced repetition thing. It really just helps us solidify the learning. It's a proven fact, and I know not everybody loves homework, but there's a proven fact of why it works. But also you got to get the movement element into it as well. So two-step is first, and then we're going to do the slide. Okay, so slide to the right is like a big two-step, and all you're doing is you're taking a really big step, and then you're dragging that leg behind. But do be careful you don't drag the ankle. We don't want that. If you have to lift the leg off, then do that instead. So a slide to the left and a slide to the right. So do your 2 steps, 2 step, 2 step, 2 step. Now try your slide, slide and join, slide and join. If I show you sideways, when I slide, I'm really extending that leg right out to the toes. So you've got to really have strong legs there. And on the other side, you've got slide, so getting a nice long straight leg. Also going to do, the grapevine. Don't we just love the grapevine? Grapevine goes, step, the foot tucks in behind, you step it out, and then you join. Step, foot behind, step, and join. Try it with me. Step, foot behind, step, join your feet, step, foot behind, step, join your feet. And if you've ever done like a musical theatre class, you'll know this one. It usually has a clap on the end. And all you're doing is tucking that foot behind. But the reason why I love this move in the Brain Grooves program is because it's what's called an out of sight move, because it's not within your peripheral vision, so you have to have a really good awareness of where you are. And you'll also find a lot of people will want to put the foot in front because it feels safer when you can see your body move, so it makes more sense to bring it in front. But I'm going to ask you to really work to get that foot going in behind. It's also harder to transfer the weight when it tucks in behind, so it's a little bit of an extra challenge. Okay, so do you remember what the 2-step was? I'm sure you're all loving the 2-step right now, so let's try it together. 2 step, 2 step, 2 step, and now the slide. Yes, you want to have a lot of space for this one. I don't know where you're taking this class, if it's in your kitchen or something. So really stretch out. You don't have to use those arms. You can take it down low, loads of variations, but I do like a nice stretched arm. Okay, grapevine then. Go step, behind, step, join your feet, step, behind, step, join your feet, step, behind, step, join your feet, step, behind, step, join your feet. So that's a grapevine. And last one we're going to do today is the cross step. Now the plan was, I'm keeping an eye on the time there, the plan was that we would use this to music, and then we would put it into a small part of a routine that we would learn over a couple of weeks. This is what we normally do in a program. But let's see how we get on to time. Of course, if you have to dash off to somewhere, that's absolutely fine, but do check back on the video if you want to learn the first part of a little routine. Okay, let's practice that much with music. Remember to drink your water. Okay, start with the two-step. Take it slow. Step, join, step, join, step, join. Ready? Let's speed it up. Take it nice and small. Knees up. Take it nice and big. How big can you take it? Slow it down. Now will you be ready for slides? Ready? Here we go. We've got a slide. 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 What about some arms? Stretch. Stretch. And again. Now you're ready for the grapevine. Nice and slow. Take a step out, behind, out and join. Out, behind, out and join. Out, behind, out and join. Are you ready for it to be faster? Ready? Here we go. Step behind. Step behind. Take it low down. And up. Slow it down one more time. Take it out, behind, out, and join. At that pace. Out, behind, out, and join. Ready? Let's speed it up. Slow it down. Into our cross steps next. Nice and slow. Just chill it out. Step. Cross. Cross lateral move for the brain. Step. Are you ready to speed it up? Let's go. Step. Cross. Ready? Let's slow it down. Step. Cross. Step. Cross. Step. Cross. Speed it up. Back to two-step. It goes step and join. Ready quickly into slide. Slide. Ready into grapevine. Step behind. You go faster if you want to. Step behind. Two more at this pace. One more. Ready? Let's speed it up. Boom. Keep going. Ready? Back to cross steps. Here we go. Slow it down. Out. Cross, out, cross, and your two-step. Here we go, bring it down. Nice and gentle, bring your heart rate back down. Slide it out. Straight into your grapevine at speed. Step, take your energy down. Keep all the happy feelings up. Come on. Last one. Finish with your cross steps. Cross, cross, cross. In 5, 6. Ready, breathe it in and in. Shake it out. Breathe it in. Shake it out. And rest. Okay. So that's just an example of taking a couple of foundation steps and then just working them aerobically. So getting that heart rate up. I'm so warm now, this is amazing. So it said, I was reading in a book there the other week, the best thing you can do for your memory is to engage in aerobic activity. So we have everything in the brain gym, in the Brain Grooves class. We do finish with a grounding cool down. So this just helps us take all the energy we've just mustered up and out, and then to contain it so we can carry it out through our day. We don't want to go out from our classes, which is normally how I go, yay, I'm so happy. Oh no, now I'm so tired. So a cool down just helps us get all that energy and ground it in. So take a breath in through your nose and breathe out to your toes. Bend your knees and roll all the way up slowly. And again, breathe in through your nose. Breathe out to your toes. Now, being able to reach towards your toes is a really good measure of fitness for life. Again, it's a sign of whether we're becoming rigid or whether we're staying open and flexible. So a flexible body is a flexible mind. So you want to make sure that you keep that flexibility going. It also prevents back problems, neck strain, and of course all the muscles up the back of your body then connect into your brain. You don't want to be getting headaches either. So keep nice and loose. Lift those shoulders up and around and breathe in once more. And then we're going to stretch out and finish in the pose of happiness. So scoop up everything, all the happy feelings you can find. Take a big smile and hold your arms out open. Smile. Really hold that chest open. It might feel a bit silly if you're doing this for the first time, but they did studies on it. The people who stood like this for 2 minutes had greater happiness levels. I think I'd have sore arms, but there you go. Breathe in one more time. Pick up all the happiness you can find. Imagine you're sharing it out with everybody around you. Smile. Change the chemistry in your brain with a smile. And out. Walk your feet together. Okay, I could probably go on for multiple more hours of all the different things that we do in Brain Grooves and that about how much I do love brains. But remember, Brain Grooves fuses 3 points: dance, brain activation, and wellness. So read for whole brain learning and whole brain living. So we want to make sure that as many people keep active for their whole life, and that is what physical literacy is all about. It's having the confidence to have movement competence, to understand the value and the importance of moving and staying active for our whole lives. So this is what I really want to bring to as many people as possible. So I do have my dance school that runs during the week, but then I have my Brain Grooves for Adults class on a Monday morning. Now I know the idea was to have it as a lunchtime class, so it's at 12:30 till 1, with then video tutorials after that. But what a lot of people, especially school teachers, are using is they're taking the videos then and doing it at a time that suits them. I also have the Brain Grooves on Schools program launching this weekend over on Patreon. So that's patreon.com/Zoe Patterson. So I'm going to be launching that in the next couple of days, but I'll come back onto the Facebook page and let everybody know when that is live and ready to go, because we do want as many people moving and grooving. And I know with all this lockdown time, even my own son as well has resorted to a lot more stationary life now than he would be used to when he was able to run around in school a lot more. So we want to make sure that we now boost back the brains and the physical literacy, anything that may have been lost along the way, to boost it back, and as well for ourselves to know that whatever we have at this moment in time can always be improved, and that is what I'm hoping to give to everybody as well. So the link is, I believe, somewhere below or above this video to Eventbrite, which is how you book onto the class for Mondays. And again, if you can't make the time, then the videos do go out within 30 minutes. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and do share this video with as many people who want to feel happier, feel better in themselves, but also have an efficient way of working the brain so that we're adding more quality to our life for the rest of our lives. Okay. So I'm going to go have lunch now, so I hope you will too, and thank you for joining me. And I'm hoping to run a schools live in a couple of weeks, so watch this space for that. But thank you for dancing with me, and thank you for watching. Big wave to everybody, and hopefully, thanks a million, Helena, I really appreciate that. Okay, and I will talk to you all soon. So hopefully see you on Monday in a class. If not, hopefully see you sometime soon. So I'm Zoe Patterson, this is F.Y.I Dance Club, and this was a Brain Grooves class. Thank you for dancing with me.